Are you thinking about starting a business or buying an existing business? Do you want to know the steps that you need in order to go to a bank or a credit union or a lending facility to borrow money? Well, if you do, you're in the right place. My name's Nick, this is Mystery of Money. On this channel, we tackle all sorts of topics that surround money. In this video, I'm going to discuss the exact steps that you need to take in order for you to get funding for your business. Have you applied for an SBA loan outside of the current COVID environment as far as EIDL and PPP? Are you happy with it? What are the things you don't like? Let me know in the comments below with either a yes or no that I applied or got, or write me a paragraph and let me know how you went. Tell me, Nick, it's the most horrible process I've ever went through, or it was the fastest way for me to start my business. Either way, let me know in the comments. So a short summary of my background. I've been in finance for the last 7 years. A majority of that time has been spent helping small businesses to grow by using conventional loans. I also have a side business with my brother that I started, which is a trucking business. That business is what I'm going to use as the blueprint for how I funded my startup company. Roughly 4 years ago, my brother and I decided to start a business. Now, being in the financial world, I know that I'm going to need certain things in order to start a business. I started out and wrote my business plan, and I want to encourage you, the first step for you to take is to go to SBA.gov, which I'll link here, that can show you exactly what resources are out there for you to utilize. I'm not going to go into the current economic environment and the amount of SBA loans that are out there currently, such as EIDL and PPP. If you want those videos, I'll link them here for additional information. But this video is going to be strictly on the process of starting a business from scratch through funding. Or what type of business you're going to build or buy, you're going to need a business plan. This plan doesn't have to be War and Peace. It just has to be a simplified, very clear and concise plan on how you plan on starting your business and running your business from day to day. I'm going to link here for my business plan outline. In your business plan, it's going to spell out exactly how you're going to run your business, how you're going to manage cash flows, who's going to be involved in your business, and how you're going to pay the loan back. All of these are going to be very important key points of information that lenders and the SBA are going to need in order to process your loan. You are going to need equity injection in the form of cash. Typically, a lot of the time, it's a 10% equity injection, and that's going to be in cash. So a $100,000 loan, you will need $10,000. Those funds have to be seasoned in a business checking account, savings account, personal checking account for at least 3 months prior to the transaction. They want to make sure that the funds are not borrowed. So great, you got your business plan, you got your 10% down, you're ready to go talk to a bank. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to talk to your local lender, local bank, local credit union, whoever does SBA loans. If you don't have one or don't know where to go, on the SBA.gov website, there is a search tool called Lender Match. Basically, you input your information, how much you want, what your business is, and it sends it to all the banks in the participating network in your area. And you will probably get called from every one of those banks or a majority of them. Once you meet with them, all lenders are required to have a standardized process for these SBA loans. They cannot charge any more fees than any other bank. They have to follow the same documents. They have to follow all the standing operating procedures of the SBA. So therefore, you know, going into this process, you will be treated the same across the board no matter where you go. So when you sit down with your bank or your lender and tell them exactly what you want, they're going to look at your business plan. They're going to gather a package together of different various forms you will need filled out for the SBA. Some of those forms, I'm not going to list them all. So a personal history statement basically says you have not committed a felony, you're not a felon, you have not been disbarred, or you are legally allowed to operate a business, and certain other self-verifying questions. You're also going to submit your 4506T form, which is the ability for the bank and the SBA to pull your income tax reports in order to verify your taxable information. You're going to have to fill out a debt schedule that shows exactly what business debt you have. You're going to have to fill out a personal financial statement. That's where you list all your assets and debts, who you owe, who owes you, and basically a net worth of you as an individual. The common misconception are SBA loans take an inordinate amount of time compared to a commercial loan. And while that may be true in some cases, I have found that a lot of times with an SBA loan into an existing business, the process goes smoother or somewhat smoother than a conventional loan. And the reason being is the SBA is your guarantor on that loan. So if you default on that loan, the SBA comes in on your behalf, makes the bank whole again. Now, that doesn't relieve you from any of the liability to the SBA because they will prosecute you personally in order to try and receive that money back. There's going to be a 3-step process for any kind of SBA loan, whether it's to purchase a business or start a new business. They are going to be 1, application process. This is where you're going to gather all of your information, all your financial statements, your business plan, your inventory lists, your equipment lists, your invoices, anything you need to start your business that you will submit to your loan officer. Step 2, is going to be approval process. That is when your loan officer will take all of your package, review everything, do a cash flow, make sure your business makes sense, package everything, and send it to the SBA for approval. There are two types of lenders. There's a preferred lender program and there's a general processing lender. A preferred lender program is one of the top 25 banks in the US that do SBA loans. They can process your loan and basically mark it as approved and SBA guaranteed without having to go to the SBA, which will shorten the length of the processing time. General processing will have to send to the SBA and can extend the time period 1 to 2 weeks. So once the approval process, they're probably going to come back through, look at all those forms that you submitted that I listed before, verify that you are a valid business and that you're worth investing in, and the SBA will give an authorization number to the bank, who will then start the process, step 3, which is funding. When you are funded, all of the loan proceeds that you allocated, such as equipment, inventory, working capital, commercial real estate purchase, all of those are listed on a settlement sheet, and at closing, your attorney, if needed, will disperse those funds to the parties required. If you are purchasing a business, those funds will be paid to another attorney who is representing the seller. So those are the 3-step processes. Each one of them has their own pitfalls that you could sidestep if needed, but basically that's the process with an SBA loan. It's very similar to a commercial loan. The only difference is the bank that is doing a commercial loan and a conventional loan does not have to go somewhere to have it approved. The bank approves it internally. If you want to know reasons why I like SBA loans, I'll link that video here. But overall, I think the SBA program is a great option for new businesses as well as existing businesses. So in my own personal experience, I went through the whole process with the application all the way to closing. We purchased our first semi-truck, we got working capital, and we knew a set standardized payment was going to be made every month for 10 years at a competitive rate. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you want more financial information and videos, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.